Every night at exactly 9:47 p.m., Luna froze. Her mouth would drop open, her enormous blue eyes would go impossibly wide, her claws would dig into whatever was closest to her, whether it was a blanket, a couch cushion, or someone's leg. And for almost 10 full seconds, she would not move at all. It looked like terror. It looked like something out of a horror movie. And every single night, right on schedule, it happened again. Luna was a seal point Siamese, 2 years old with a triangular face, dark chocolate ears, and eyes so blue they seemed to glow in low light. She had come to the Whitfield family as a rescue from a shelter that was closing down, half-starved and skittish, the kind of cat other families passed by without a second look. But something about her sharp, watchful stare made 12-year-old Ava stop walking. "She's looking right through me," Ava had said. That was enough. The shelter worker had warned them, gently, that Siamese cats could be intense, loud when they wanted something, clingy in ways some families didn't expect, watchful almost to the point of unsettling. Claire had laughed it off at the time. She thought she understood what that meant. She didn't. Not yet. For the first year, Luna was ordinary in the best way. She slept on windowsills, demanded food loudly, and followed Ava's mother, Claire, from room to room like a small, opinionated shadow. She was vocal, dramatic, endlessly expressive, the kind of cat whose face told you exactly what she thought of you at any given moment. Nobody thought that personality would ever be frightening. Then, 3 weeks after Claire gave birth to her second child, the freezing started. It began on a Tuesday. Claire was in the kitchen when she heard it, a sharp intake of breath from Luna, almost human. She turned around and found the cat locked in place beside the baby monitor, mouth open, eyes huge, paws pressed flat against the counter. Claire called her name. Nothing. She waved a hand in front of her face. Nothing. For 10 agonizing seconds, Luna simply stared, frozen, as if she had seen something no one else could see. Then, just as suddenly, she blinked, shook herself, and walked away like nothing had happened. Claire told herself it was a fluke, but the next night, at almost the same time, it happened again, and the night after that, always around 9:45, always near the nursery, always that same wide-eyed, open-mouthed stillness that made her stomach drop. Her husband, Daniel, started timing it on his phone. 9:47, 9:46, 9:48, never more than a minute off. They took her to the vet, certain something was wrong. Seizures, maybe, or some kind of neurological episode. The vet ran blood work, checked her reflexes, listened to her heart for a full 5 minutes. Everything came back normal. "Cats can have strange behavioral quirks," the vet said carefully, "but I'll admit this timing is unusual." The freezing didn't stop. If anything, it got more intense. Daniel started staying up to watch her, and what he noticed made the hair on his arms stand up. Luna wasn't just freezing anywhere in the house. She was freezing exactly outside the nursery door, at the exact moment the baby monitor's static shifted, that faint, almost imperceptible change in white noise that happens right before a baby stirs. Every night, a full 90 seconds before their son so much as whimpered, Luna would lock into that terrified stance outside his door. Ava started calling it Luna's countdown. Claire stopped sleeping properly. She began to wonder if she was imagining a pattern that wasn't really there, or worse, if something was actually wrong with her son and only the cat could tell. She searched online at 2 in the morning more than once. Cat freezing, same time every night. Cat staring blankly near baby room. Nothing quite matched. Some forums mentioned seizures, others insisted cats could sense storms, ghosts, earthquakes, anything and everything. None of it explained the precision. None of it explained why 9:47 kept returning like a heartbeat, night after night, as if Luna were following a schedule none of them could see. Daniel started keeping a small notebook by the bed, just to track it. 9:47, 9:46, 9:48. He told himself he was being paranoid, but paranoid people don't usually find a pattern that holds for 9 straight nights without exception. If you've made it this far, you're clearly the kind of person who finishes what they start. That's exactly the kind of person this channel is for. So hit subscribe now, because the next part of Luna's story is the reason I'm telling you this one at all. On the 9th night, Daniel finally set up a camera outside the nursery, pointed at both the door and the crib. He didn't sleep. He sat on the hallway floor with his back against the wall, phone in hand, telling himself he'd feel foolish in the morning. At 9:46, the house went unusually quiet, the kind of quiet that makes you notice your own breathing. At 9:46, right on schedule, Luna appeared in the hallway. She sat down outside the door, and then it happened. The mouth falling open, the eyes going wide and fixed, the claws pressing into the carpet. But this time, Daniel didn't just watch her face, he watched the crib. 90 seconds after Luna froze, their son's breathing on the monitor changed, slowed, caught, and stopped for nearly 4 full seconds before starting again with a small, startled gasp. It was brief, it was easy to miss. It was the kind of thing that without a warning, a parent might never even notice until it was too late. Daniel was already moving before he understood why. He reached the crib just as the baby's breathing evened back out on its own, safe, but the 4 seconds replayed in his mind for the rest of his life. His hands were shaking. He stood over the crib for a long time, listening, counting his son's breaths one by one, not trusting himself to look away. When he finally turned around, Luna was sitting calmly in the doorway, watching him, her face perfectly normal again, as if nothing unusual had happened at all. They brought the footage to a pediatric specialist who explained something neither of them had ever heard of. Some cats, for reasons researchers still don't fully understand, can detect subtle shifts in breathing patterns, in sound, in scent, in something we can't yet measure, long before those changes become visible to us. It wasn't fear on Luna's face at all. It was total, focused, all-consuming alertness, the stillness of an animal that has locked onto something urgent and refuses to look away until it passes. She wasn't panicking, she was standing guard. Every night since, at 9:47, the Whitfields don't reach for their phones to record something frightening anymore. They simply walk toward the nursery, because they know Luna already told them something was worth checking. Ava keeps a small note taped inside her closet door now, just 3 words: trust the countdown. What once looked like terror on a small cat's face turned out to be the most attentive form of love any of them had ever witnessed, silent, unglamorous, and precisely on time, every single night without fail. Claire says she used to think love in a home had to look calm to be real: soft blankets, gentle purring, quiet evenings by the window. Luna taught her something different. Sometimes love looks like wide eyes and an open mouth, and claws dug into a cushion, a small body refusing to look away from the one thing that matters most, for exactly as long as it takes. Do you think animals can sense things we can't explain, or is there always a logical reason waiting to be found? I'd love to hear what you think in the comments.